Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Today we're going to talk about a couple of predictions. Will XRP end the year under 20 cents, not above $500, but under 20 cents? VET, will it actually move above 1 penny towards the end of the year? And of course, we're going to talk a little bit about Kazakhstan because they're not going to tax crypto mining until sales for cash. So XRP end of the year 20 cents, I think there's a very good possibility that XRP will be under 20 cents towards the end of the year. And I base that based on a lot of Bitcoin movements and also like XRP's movements based on Bitcoin movements. Right now, the graph doesn't really look that great for XRP. It's at 21.5 cents, and you can see the change in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin did dump by 0.15, and XRP dumped by 1.29. So ever since XRP really broke first the 28 cent barrier and then the 24-25 cent barrier, it's actually been dumping right along with Bitcoin. Like before it broke 28 and then 25, it was always Bitcoin dumped and then XRP would dump to a certain point and then it would try to hold that line. Right now, I do not see that line anymore. And actually, like when Bitcoin dumps, XRP dumps just as much or even more. And you can see for the XRP ratio to Bitcoin, it's under 3,000 now. So ever since swell, it has slowly been going down in terms of XRP BTC ratio. And remember, before swell, it basically pumped from 2,300 to 3,700, and then now it's slowly on its way down. So I do believe that ratio will keep decreasing until it gets to be up maybe below 2,500. And because Bitcoin's a lot lower now than what it was back then, you can easily see XRP dump below 20 cents. So based on the Bitcoin movements, and the fact that we know that OneCoin, that scam OneCoin, people who cashed out off of that are going to dump around 1,300 Bitcoins a day until about March. That's about how much they have. So that's extra pressure on BTC, which now, since XRP doesn't really have a support or a bottom anymore, in my opinion, will dump XRP as well. Is 20 cents another support? Maybe, maybe not. But XRP really hasn't been this low in price for like more than 2 years now, basically. So I do think XRP, there's a very good chance, I would say like a 70-80% chance that it actually ends the year under 20 cents. If not, it will be very, very close to 20 cents. Because I do think like towards the second to last week in December, that week before the 27th, I do think Bitcoin's going to go down again. And at that point, XRP could easily dump below 20 cents. And if it's 20 cents on December 27th, unless Bitcoin suddenly rises up in the last 4 days, it's going to be hard for me to see XRP rise above 20 cents throughout the end of December. Of course, if Bitcoin goes on a bull run, XRP will be less in Bitcoin value, but it won't be under 20 cents. It'll be significantly higher in terms of USD value. But I'm actually very disappointed that Bitcoin didn't actually go up after the CME expires on the 29th. It did go up like for a short amount of time, but then it dumped right back down. So I'm afraid like going into the next CME expiry date, it might actually dump even further. If we don't have another run up before that, BTC might dump even further. And since XRP ratio has actually been decreasing against BTC, regardless if BTC has risen or gone down, I do think XRP will actually be below 20 cents come year end right now, based on Bitcoin movements and XRP movements related to Bitcoin. So the second thing, will VET be over a penny? Unfortunately, survey right now says no. Obviously, that's not really certain because VET has had a lot of good news, but it hasn't really gone above 0.8 cents. And the thing is, it's definitely increased with respect to Bitcoin recently, but the thing is, like any of the good news pumping for VET has been countered by BTC's move downward. So unless BTC surges above 8,000 or 8,500 for the end of the year, I don't really see VET ending the year at above a penny. Now that's not to say VET hasn't had a good performance. VET began the year at like 0.38 cents, so we're significantly up from the beginning of the year. But for VET to cross that magical penny mark, you're going to need a lot more from BTC, because if BTC just keeps going down while VET keeps going up, then those two effects will kind of cancel each other out, and it looks like that's where we're actually headed. My prediction of 13,000 BTC at the end of this year did not really work out, because I actually, one, because of the OneCoin thing that I didn't really predict, but also because I thought the halving would actually affect Bitcoin price more than it actually did, and that selling pressure could actually be keeping Bitcoin down right now from OneCoin and other factors as well. So VET, I don't really believe will actually be above a penny at the end of the year. I'm hoping it gets there, and maybe some incredible news towards the end of the year will get us there. But right now, with Bitcoin moving downward instead of upward, I don't see VET breaking a penny either. It might hold to 0.7 cents or maybe even just dump to 0.6 cents, but I don't really see it holding a penny because of the overall sentiment of the market. The other news is that Kazakhstan won't actually tax crypto mining. They will tax it when you sell out for fiat, but they don't consider crypto real money, and they don't tax things that aren't real money. So if you're earning crypto or if you're getting crypto via mining, then they actually won't tax it until you sell out for fiat. So that's, I think, a great way to handle taxes because it makes things less complicated for people like us. Hope the US follows suit, but I'm pretty sure the US won't because the US likes to tax us for all we've got. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day, people.